of the most popular questions I've also received is how to apply for your children if you are the only parent, okay? So there are lots of reasons why somebody would be an only parent of a child and wanting the child to be with them here in the UK. Without any judgment, not everybody is a single parent because some people are widows. So they've lost a partner and so they have the responsibility of looking after the children by themselves. Some people also have better jobs back home. So they wouldn't want to sacrifice that because it's about their family commitment. They wouldn't want to sacrifice that to be here with their families or with their children. So they would prefer for one partner to stay home and focus on that good job and the other one to be here with the children. For whatever reason, if you are going to be the sole parent wanting to bring your children into the UK, you should pay attention to this video. Myself, when I applied in 2022 for my children, initially their visas were refused. And so I'm going to be talking from experience and I'm going to be sharing with you based on legal perspective and advice that I was giving by legal team. As I said, there are lots of scenarios I'm going to be presenting because we are all not the same. And I think this is the second time I'm going to be doing this video. The first time I did it for my YouTube community, but I think people are still asking this question a lot and I felt like doing this video. So at the time of applying for a dependent child to settle in the UK or to come to the UK on a visa with you as a parent, both parents must be in the UK. That is the general rule of the game. If one parent alone is in the UK, they must prove a lot of things and reasons why there should be a justifiable reason why the child should be here with that one parent. So for example, if you are both married, right, and your other partner is back home and is not going to be joining you, but the children are joining the one parent, that other partner back home must write a consent letter giving his permission for the other parent to be with their children. And then he's going to add his identity document, so being it a passport or a national ID, anything that is internationally recognized. Most of the time it should be a passport. You're going to give that consent letter and the passport biodata page to the other parent, giving them consent to be with you, the parent that is going to be in the UK. So that is number one. Number two, if both parents are in the UK, but they are not married, right? So probably they're in the UK, they are not married, but their children are back home and they want their children to come. The process is still the same. And it's even straightforward because both of you are here already. And it will be easy to have the other parent to navigate childcare with you if you want. So the other parents, both of you should write consent letters individually and add your identity documents. Likewise, somebody who is back home will do the same thing. You add the identity documents, granting permission for, both of you are granting permission for your children to be brought into the UK and that you're going to be navigating, looking after the children together. The third one is if you are a partner with a deceased partner, so your other partner you've lost that partner, you have to add evidence of their demise or evidence of their departure. You have to add evidence of the death. So you're going to add their death certificates, probably posters and evidence to show that they are no longer alive to take over that parental responsibility. And once you've done that, you can add your own evidence. That's your consent form, your documents here to show that you are a settled immigrant. So you are permitting your children to come and live with you based on the fact that you have full responsibility for them because you are the only surviving parent. And that is also straightforward. The next one is if you are the only parent and the other parent is back home or they are wherever they are, but they consent to the children to be here, because we have two categories of absent parents. Some are absent, but they want their children to be with the other parents because either they don't care anymore or they've moved on or whatever. So in that case, the other parent who is not in the UK must write a consent letter and add their passport biodata page stating their reasons why they are not going to be present to look after the children here with the other parent, and then submit that with you, the one here. You also write a consent letter and add your identity document and everything to the Home Office. It is also kind of, we'll say it's a kind of gray area, but it's more, your chances are high because the other parent is present and they have given consent for you to be with, the children. We have another category of parents who are absent and they are nonchalant. See, they don't care. They won't write a consent letter for you. They don't want the children to be with you. In fact, they would rather want the children to be back where they are so that you don't have them at all. Then in that case, you should be prepared to go to court. So you can go to court and take a court order. And also, if you have full custody of the children, add full custody certificate to that. It is a must. If you don't do this, you're going to be refused. I have a friend who applied 3 times for his child to be here in the UK, and he was refused all the 3 times he applied. And on the 3rd one, they actually told him that if he applies again, because there are serious concerns and they're going to refer him to safeguarding. It is that serious. So you want to avoid anything with repeated refusal. So the first time you refuse, you want to put all your things together. There is also something called the immigration letter. So let's say, for example, the other parent is absent, you don't know where they are, you don't know their whereabouts, you don't have full custody of the child. You've gone to court. Court has ruled everything in your order. There is something called an immigration letter, which you can write. So in the immigration letter is your own personal circumstances explaining the compelling reasons why you think the children must not be left wherever they are. They must be with you. They do take it into consideration because you are going to be writing it. And if you want any guidelines on how to write it, you must seek legal advice and they're going to support you. Apart from this, you also have to prove that the care and reception of the child in the UK is sorted, is going to be taken care of. Irrespective of the fact that you are the only parent, you are taking full responsibility in terms of their care, their transition, their settling in the UK, providing evidences, okay? Also, you can, join a community and get members of the community to write you a support letter. The community people writing you the support letter must be already settled immigrants. So the support letter they're writing to you is just telling the Home Office that they're going to be giving you that support to help you to look after the child. That is, if all hope is not there, you can join probably a church, a friend, whoever, if you've got a recent partner that you are with here, that recent partner can also write to say that, listen, I'm with this person and the children are going to be with us and I'm going to give that full support to the children. So if you've done all of this, I believe your application, should be granted, and also back it up with prayers because it's not easy. Now the refusal spree, I don't even want to go into that.